Hey there everyone, that sexy nerd is back again, and we're here with Nostalgia Critic again, with a movie I've never even seen before, and I've heard honestly only referenced once in Family Guy. Just like that, no, that was In Excess, never mind. Then I've never really heard of this movie. I'm not the biggest Weird Al Yankovic fan. I like him, but like, there are only like two songs that I like, Department Store, and it's a weird fucking name, but that was only because of somebody online, Purple Eyes, what the fuck, and the other thing was, oh my, this here Anakin guy, because that song was everywhere for a while when I was a kid. I mean, again, people were saying that they hated The Phantom Menace. I mean, now people love it, or at least hate it a lot less than the sequels. But, there was some love back in the original days. So, anyway, yeah, not much else to say. That's all I know about all this. I didn't know, what's his face? Daniel Radcliffe paid Weird Al Yankovic, and I never saw that movie, even though I kind of wanted to. And, yeah, that's all I got. So why don't we just get into it? And remember, please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, it's time for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, behold the creepy and depraved.
I thought you discontinued this.
Creations not meant for the normal wild. Embrace the twisted weirdness of
Freak Show Cinema.
Haven't done one of these in a while.
I know. I'm saying the same thing.
You'd be shocked to see Weird Al Yankovic's 1989 film, UHF, being covered this way.
Wouldn't it be?
I'm doing it for two reasons. One, a lot of people want me to review it, and this is honestly the only way I know how.
Really?
I usually review movies by watching them in order so I can give a reaction similar to how an audience might react watching the flow of it for the first time. And if I did that here, though, I'd just be saying, that's funny, that's funny, that's a little less funny, that's a little more funny. I just don't think I could add that much in that style. Talking about the whole film in a general sense seems to add up more. Dude,
what the hell?
There's some freaky weird shit in this.
Yeah.
I mean, its star openly calls himself weird, and can you blame him? Look at some of the people he's been seen with. So I think it does make sense to talk about the unique oddities of this movie. I also want to talk about the strange reception this film got when it came out, and how in many ways it changed over time, and possibly because some of these jokes were a little ahead of the game. Even though in some other departments it might appear to be a little behind.
Oh, is that where that came from?
The best way to start is to bring up its lead, Al Yankovic. I don't think I need to explain how.
And that I saw that too.
The king of song parodies from the early 80s to modern day.
Yeah.
He's lasted longer than many of the musicians he satirized. On top of that,
white
he's a pretty
nerdy.
good singer and songwriter in his own right.
Yeah.
Recently performing tours without doing parodies and still pulling in an impressive crowd with his unique brand of zany humor.
Well, good for him.
At the height of his fame, he was recommended to do a movie, as satire films were turning out big hits for over a decade. He decided to make UHF about an imaginative screw-up named George Newman, who was given the opportunity to run a crummy UHF station. But a big, bad businessman named R.J. Fletcher, played by Kevin McCarthy, owns a competing station and wants to take down this channel because it's getting in the way of his success.
Hi.
Help of a colorful group of
Kramer?
friends that are stopping the stick in the mud, and this sounds like every 80s underdog story. It's because it is.
Yeah.
So truth be told, I'm not usually the biggest fan of these setups because I usually watch films like this for the comedy, and at some point, usually in the third act, they try to take themselves a little too seriously.
Fran?
Fine with a loose cliched story, as long as they have fun with the fact that it's a loose cliched story, and a lot of 80s comedies back then brought the laughs to a halt whenever the drama of what was going on was just too unique and too powerful. UHF, thank God, doesn't really do that.
Really?
Though reviewers at the time claimed that it did. This film got dragged through the coals by critics.
Of course it
They not only
did.
disliked it, they hated it.
I would imagine.
Cut to obligatory Siskel and Ebert review, apparently summing up all critics at the time, like every YouTuber does.
How many jokes do you think he attempts? Maybe 200 or something like that in the course of the movie?
I wasn't counting.
Well, how many laughs? That was easy to count.
None.
And okay, look,
Wow.
I'd be lying if I said I couldn't see this film winning everyone over, but why was it this despised? The two reasons I could come to is, A, as I mentioned before, they could have thought the run-of-the-mill story was too lazy and was meant to be taken seriously. And B, this did come out at a time when satire films were turning out some of the best comedies of all time. If critics knew in a few decades they'd be turning out some of the worst comedies of all time, they might have been a little kinder to it.
Well,
it also didn't help that even though the movie had some of the best test audience greetings since RoboCop, it was released in the middle of one of the biggest box office summers of all time, not even based on existing IP.
Oh, good lord.
Sure wouldn't last in Hollywood long. So the film bombed both critically and financially, but has gained a cult following shortly after. On the one hand, I somewhat know where critics are coming from, as Weird Al himself admitted the story was just an excuse to cut to a lot of silly sketches and ideas. Many critics have seen films that have done this with no need for a story, like Kentucky Fried Movie or Groove Tube, so they could have seen it as a pointless waste of time. On the other hand, I get the idea of wanting to connect with characters. And while these aren't amazing leads or anything, they got pretty funny actors to bring a lot of funny personality to them.
You got change? 85. $1. Thanks, mister.
On top of that, it's flexible reality. It allows the film to satirize stories like this. When the main character has to save the day, he imagines himself as Rambo, leading to a funny parody.
I saw that. That's funny.
Life immediately folds when even a hint of danger is suggested.
Oh, I'm out.
Listen, I can see you guys are pretty busy. How about if I just come back later?
When they're supposed to show how much a likable performer named Stanley, played by Michael Richards, connects instantly with the public, people are excited to watch him even before they see him.
Look, everybody, he's coming back on!
What?
They're so excited to see him on TV before he even says anything. Hell, it's a kid's show. Why would they have a kid's show on in a bar?
Yeah, what?
He even makes a speech that's basically gibberish, yet everyone hears it as a new American anthem.
Hey! These floors are dirty as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore!
I mean, those words really spoke to me, guys. Them floors, they need to get cleaned! America!
Even when they're showing the comically instant hostility between George and Fletcher. George calls him RJ, and not only does everyone freeze, the phone stopped ringing. Like somehow the people calling heard it too.
Hey, RJ!
After he leaves, the phones go right back to ringing again.
Did he really call him that? God!
Now, do these turn the world of storytelling cliches on its head? No, but it shows it has an understanding of its tropes and plays around with them in a way that shows they're not meant to be taken seriously in the slightest. And also, in typical Weird Al fashion, the film's just not afraid to be silly.
Conan, the librarian.
I'm sorry, these books are a little overdue.
There's so many segments in this that are so random and seemingly pointless that you can't help but laugh.
Gandhi 2. No more Mr. Passive Resistance.
Is that where that came from? I saw that.
2.
Film's director, by the way. That's pretty
of course.
Cool. What ethnicity is he? Problematic. The combination of this weirdness with original main characters also makes for some great jokes you couldn't really do in a straight-up genre parody like Airplane or Young Frankenstein. Like Milo, the studio tech guy, has one of the most bizarre endings of any character.
It appears my work on this planet is complete.
Oh, is that where this...
home on the planet Zarkon.
Have a nice flight back to the coast.
Farewell.
What?
There's a satire of really niche stores with an ad for Spatula City.
They make great Christmas presents. And what better way to say I love you than with the gift of a spatula?
Which, by the way, that billboard stayed up all summer long, baffling drivers.
Oh, really?
Of
course.
And that's all.
There's a funny take on local TV gimmicks when a crazy car salesman reveals he might actually be crazy.
Nobody comes down and buys a car from me in the next hour. I'm gonna club this baby seal.
Actually, there's a ton of animal abuse jokes in this for seemingly no reason, which makes the randomness of it even funnier.
Today we're teaching poodles how to fly. Get ready and fly! Oh man!
Well, we just saw the making of Milo and Otis.
Jesus Christ!
Not all the humor in the film results in big laughs. Like there's an out-of-nowhere music video that, I guess, follows the trope of comedies at the time having random freaking musical numbers, but they don't really do a ton with it. Granted, the music video on its own is a decent parody of Money for Nothing.
Yeah.
Don't come back now,
Clipped out. Jesus, we're still doing that.
Yeah,
There's
well.
occasionally a reference that seems to be there just to be a reference.
This means something.
I remember.
This is important.
Yay, that existed.
Yeah,
References
I remember
How many
that.
people nowadays would remember?
3 badgers. Badgers? We don't need no stinking badgers!
Ha!
Clearly a reference to Blazing Saddles.
Ha!
Sometimes that combination
Treasure
of silly
Sierra
and
Leone.
random can make a scene that's not super
Sierra
funny
Madre, whatever.
suddenly hilarious.
So that's what it was.
It's a TV show called Wheel of Fish.
I used this.
Not really much to it outside of that. It's Wheel of Fortune, but with fish. I feel like there's not a ton of jokes you can get out of that.
Oh, red snapper. Mmm, it's very tasty.
But combining it with his neighbor, a bizarre karate instructor who calls everyone stupid, suddenly makes it silly enough to be pretty
Yes,
entertaining.
That's where that came from.
I'll take the box. Let's see what's in the box. Nothing.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Of course, a lot of humor behind these
The
videos
girl
is getting
holding the
friends to
fish.
create content, or people who clearly haven't been on camera that much and don't know the rules, so they don't know they're breaking them, and usually make for good entertainment. Like they're so strange, awkward, and one of a kind, they're kind of amazing. Tell me that's
Reminds
not
me of Rick and
predictable
Morty.
of online content.
Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok, even reality TV have ended up going a very similar route.
Yeah, Rick and Morty.
Do I think this was a brilliant lampoon
Turtle.
of how the future of entertainment was going to go? Not intentionally, but a lot of the satires in this, for better or worse, did end up coming true. His talk show was supposed to be a parody of Geraldo, mocking the anticlimactic reveal, what was inside Al Capone's vault.
Unlock the mysteries of Al Capone's glove compartment.
Road maps.
Its desperate exploitive subject matter,
Sex with furniture. What do you think?
and the one episode that ended in a brawl.
Oh, well. I've seen that. Oh, my God.
He purposefully teams up people he know won't get along, so they'll always get in a fight.
Well,
Sound familiar?
Jerry Springer.
Hookers abducted by UFOs and forced into weight loss programs.
I thought Jerry
All
Springer was
this
a thing.
week on Town Talk.
Credit too that while the characters in this aren't amazing, they're totally fine. I don't really care much if George gets together with his girlfriend Terry, played by Victoria Jackson. No.
Victoria
The
Jackson.
friendship between George and Bob, played by David Bowe. Yes, you did mishear that. Is one of
yeah.
the great movie friendships? Not really.
No.
But I do care a bit when the small camera operator, played by Billy Barty, is knocked over. And smile with joy when Fletcher's whiny son, played by John Paragon, gets his comeuppance.
He's covered in shit. Yeah! Said the magic word!
Them annoying, and the film does allow good moments for them to improvise.
This is pretty good wine. Tastes like poop.
They honestly serve as reasons for performers to go
What?
over the top and have other performers react to it. In fact, sometimes the reactions are just as funny, if not funnier than the outbursts. Like this scene involving a secretary, played by Fran Drescher,
Yeah.
who's introduced to whatever number manager this is.
Can I help you?
Hi.
Can I help you?
I'm the new station manager.
It goes back and forth between being played straight and being played as a satire of similar scenes from other movies, which keeps the comedy lively.
What the hell?
Even when a joke doesn't work, it either quickly moves on to one that does, or it keeps you entertained with characters that are just odd and likable enough to enjoy.
What time is it? 7:30. Oh boy, I gotta go. I'll see you later,
Wow.
Bob.
As much as this film
Damn
is
it.
ripped apart for its cliched story and random humor, I argue that's bizarrely part of what makes it stand out.
Really?
Whenever you think it's going to be another sketch, they lure you in with a character moment that's relatable enough that you do care a bit for these people. Then when you think it's going to take these moments too seriously, it'll throw in something completely bizarre and absurd, delightfully shrugging, hey, we're just having fun here.
Did you get fired again?
Yes, it's all true. I just don't know what's wrong with me.
So what's for dinner?
Like I said,
Well.
I can see this not being everyone's humor, but it is strange it got so much backlash when it came out. Honestly, the critics' reactions are so over-the-top harsh, it almost feels like a cartoony response from the film's stick-in-the-mud villain.
Wow.
The nice thing, though, is not only have people gravitated towards it more and more over the years, but other critics, like yours truly, have started to change the tides a bit, giving it a warmer reception than when it first came out. And like I mentioned before, one of the things that stands out about it is just how strange it is.
Take that ridiculous thing off.
It isn't like bad parody films where the jokes don't make any sense or overly rely on references. The strangeness does come from a relatable enough point where, even though it's odd, you can still trace back the foundation of why it's funny. Just acknowledging the chipmunks exist isn't funny. People riding off the adrenaline of a hyper kid show to a point where you don't even think about the kid's safety.
You get to drink from the fire hose!
Yeah! Well, okay.
That's friggin' hilarious. It's like the randomness leads a trail of breadcrumbs back to why it gets a laugh out of you, showing there is method to the madness.
I remember that!
So, I'm happy you got a following. I'm happy it followed popular tropes in its own unique way, and in a strange respect, I'm glad it's not a comedy great, it's just a solid good time. If you want a comedic film that's going to challenge you, evolve the art of satire, or take risks, there's plenty of those to talk about and admire.
Druids on Parade.
It's humorously strange as it is strangely humorous. I think this brings the laughs if you're just in the right weird mood.
What the?
Hope you enjoy it!
I'm a nostalgia critic, and I remember it so you don't have to.
Okay. That was actually a lot of fun. Kinda wanna watch that movie. I wonder if I could put it on here. No. Well, good Lord, that actually was a little bit of fun, wasn't it? I had a good time with that. I'm actually kind of interested. Maybe I can try and get it up here. I'm trying to work on a version. I reacted to Prince of Egypt with my nephew not so long ago, and I still have to edit that one. So maybe in the future, if people in the comments let me know, and I get more people to watch, then maybe I'll get it done. Maybe we can get this thing rolling. But anyway, I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this movie, and please smash the like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And remember, sign up for my Patreon for my latest reactions to my latest videos, and I'll see you all in the next episode.